And Tamil Nadu has been the state which has been adversely affected with floods in my memory twice.
Yeah.
One in 2014 and then very recently also.
Yeah.
So, just to ask you, sir, like you said, it is TNSCST's role to rise to the occasion and give a solution, and you are a member of the council. What were the measures that were taken by TNSCST in flood control in Tamil Nadu, sir?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there is a huge role that you and your council has played.
Yeah. See, in fact, myself is one of the reason in the year 2000, and it was a very heavy flood and Chennai terrifically affected. That is the time, and there is a need of science and technology intervention. And that time I was at Loyola as a dean, and there are professors were called by the government to understand the issue. So one is me, another one is from Madras University, Professor Dr. Sivananam. Then from Anna University, Dr. Karmekam. We three were called, and there was a discussion with the Chennai Corporation with the leadership of Commissioner. That time I understand, and every issue, there is a need of science and technology intervention.
Absolutely.
See, that's why I always say the science and technology should have a central place to counter or to intervene or interface. So when you keep the science and technology process into that, definitely you will get a solution. Because the role of science and technology or scientists to provide solution when the country face problem or a state has a problem or people has a problem. So that's why, and we hear this flood situations, then we had made a clear recommendation to the government where we could identify the stormwater drain is not proper in Chennai. And we have done 3 years of work and apply all the GIS and GPS process of scientific way of capturing the and understand the drawback, because there is no start, there is no end.
There's a topography that needs to follow.
And there is no slope. Then desilting is improper. All finding we integrated with a mapping system, then which was handed over to the Chennai Corporation in the year 2007. From that moment onwards, the mapping of stormwater drain in a scientific way, it's happening. So where I'm so happy into that. The similar principle, and now as a member secretary in Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, without waiting for anything, and we will ensure a rise up to that, as you rightly said, rise up to the occasion. One recent example I want to tell you. Now, not only in Tamil Nadu, throughout the country, now there is a declining trend in maths, physics, and chemistry enrollment in the colleges. Then we understand, and in fact, Tamil Nadu is the first state through our state council identified the reason. And in fact, we conducted almost 38 districts and organized the National Science Day. It was an almost a 6-month program. And we organize it in the university and colleges, and especially rural and remote area. We're inviting all the students into the process and popularizing the importance of maths, physics, and chemistry. Now there is a beautiful awareness is created. Then obviously I am confident next year or year after there is a possibility for more enrollment. Because we cannot afford to lose such a beautiful opportunity educating our children with maths, physics, and chemistry, because these are the 3 subjects fundamental for any science.
Absolutely, sir. And if you see the history of Tamil Nadu, we've had eminent people who've gotten Nobel Prizes.
Yeah.
And, Sir C.V. Raman, Chandrasekhar sir, Ramanujam sir, everyone were a part of abstract sciences.
Yeah.
They did maths, they did physics, and so yes, sir.
So similar, the rising to the occasion, and even in this process, we have also indicated how even the process of climatic change into the process. And even the mathematical concept into AI, as you rightly asked, how the intervention of AI can be done. So even today, council also little careful. We are not advocating straight away get into AI. Actually, this people should understand, not only from Tamil Nadu, even throughout the nation, I am telling it. See, the AI is the best tool. It support in all the field, but we cannot miss the root.
Correct.
Until our education institutions are very strong in the core subject, and if you keep the strong into the process, then adding AI into the process, India will be the greatest beneficiary. So I am appealing to all the education institutions, and don't jump immediately into the process of, but advancing is our culture now.
Yes.
Innovation, it's become our nature also. So that is where the science and technology plays a role. But the strong fundamental aspect of science and technology, the basic science, the basic engineering. For example, if it is civil, the civil is the core subject. Mechanic is the core subject. Automobile is the core subject. But if you could build our student into this fundamental area, then adding such advancement into that, wherein advancement will also sustain the core, which really strengthen and boost the advancement so that the benefit comes out of. So this is what, and the role which the council also very carefully planning with a great vision. And I should thank our government, especially our CM into the process, and because he is always suggesting the student, especially non-Mudalvan scheme, also helping very well. Because the non-Mudalvan scheme now we are taking a pride, because our students are well trained on the process, and where it's promoted 1,19,000 youngster got the job last year itself. Now the recent UPSC 56 students are passed. I say that's the old glory is coming back from Tamil Nadu. More civil service aspirant to become the real officers into the process to serve the nation.